Max was a tiny mouse with a big heart. He was known throughout the meadow for his bravery and kindness. Despite his small size, Max had a spirit that was larger than life. His friends often marveled at his courage and his endless curiosity about the world around him. He lived in a cozy burrow under a sunflower. The burrow was warm and snug, filled with soft leaves and petals that made it the perfect home. Max had spent many happy days there, listening to the gentle rustle of the sunflower above and the hum of bees collecting nectar. Max loved his meadow home, but he was always curious about the world beyond. The meadow was a vibrant place, teeming with life and color. Flowers of every hue bloomed in abundance, and butterflies flitted gracefully from one blossom to the next. It was a paradise, but Max couldn't help but wonder what lay beyond its borders. Max as Max. One sunny morning, I poked my nose out of my burrow. The air was fresh and filled with the scent of blooming flowers. I could hear the distant chirping of birds and the gentle rustle of the wind through the grass. The meadow was bright and green. The sunlight bathed everything in a golden glow, making the dew on the grass sparkle like tiny diamonds. It was a perfect day for an adventure. Butterflies danced among the wildflowers. Their delicate wings shimmered in the sunlight, creating a mesmerizing display of colors. Max watched them for a moment, feeling a sense of wonder and excitement. I longed for an adventure. The world seemed so big and full of possibilities. I wanted to explore every corner of it, to see new sights and meet new friends. Max scampered through the tall grass. He sniffed at daisies and chased after ladybugs. Each step he took was filled with anticipation. The tall grass swayed gently around him, and he felt like a tiny explorer in a vast jungle. Where would his adventure begin today? Max wondered. The meadow was full of hidden nooks and crannies, each one holding the promise of a new discovery. With a heart full of excitement, Max set off, ready to embrace whatever the day had in store for him. Suddenly, a beautiful butterfly caught Max's eye. It was unlike any butterfly he had ever seen before, with its delicate wings shimmering in the sunlight. It had wings of sapphire blue with emerald green dots, creating a mesmerizing pattern that seemed almost magical. Max had never seen anything like it. The colors were so vivid and bright, it was as if the butterfly had been painted by an artist. Max as Max. Wow, look at that butterfly. It's so beautiful and unique. The butterfly fluttered away, leading Max on a merry chase. It danced through the air with such grace and elegance, almost as if it was inviting Max to follow. Max followed, his little heart thumping with excitement. He could feel the thrill of the chase, his feet barely touching the ground as he ran. Over a hill, through a field of clover, the butterfly led the way. Max's laughter echoed through the meadow as he tried to keep up with the fluttering creature. Max as Max. Where is it taking me? I wonder what I'll find at the end of this adventure. Finally, the butterfly alighted on a wall covered in ivy. It rested there, its wings gently moving as if it was catching its breath. Max peeked through the leaves, his curiosity piqued. He could feel the anticipation building inside him. He gasped at what he saw. Behind the ivy-covered wall was a hidden garden, filled with flowers of every color imaginable. It was a secret paradise, a place of wonder and beauty that Max had never known existed. Max stepped into the garden, his eyes wide with amazement. He felt like he had stepped into a fairy tale, a magical world where anything was possible. As he explored, he found more butterflies, each one more beautiful than the last. He discovered hidden nooks and crannies, each filled with its own unique wonders. Max sat down in the middle of the garden, feeling a sense of peace and happiness. He knew that this was a place he would never forget, a place that would always hold a special place in his heart. The butterfly that had led him here fluttered away, disappearing into the sky. Max watched it go, feeling grateful for the adventure it had taken him on. Max as Max. Thank you, butterfly. I'll always remember this magical day. Before him lay the most beautiful garden Max had ever seen. There were flowers of every color imaginable. A fountain sparkled in the sunshine, and sitting on a lily pad was a bright green frog. Freddy as Freddy. Hello! Welcome to my garden. My name is Freddy. What's yours? Max as Max. I'm Max. This garden is amazing. Freddy chuckled. Freddy as Freddy. I'm glad you like it. Come on, I'll show you around. They peeked at busy ants carrying crumbs to their nest. The ants moved in perfect harmony, each one knowing its role in the grand scheme of things. S2. Look, Max, these sunflowers are taller than you. Narrator. The sunflowers stood like golden sentinels, their faces turned towards the sun, soaking in its warmth and light. Freddy hopped, and Max scampered beside him. The garden was a playground of endless discovery, each corner revealing a new secret.
And here, check out this pond. The water was crystal clear, reflecting the sky and the surrounding greenery. It's filled with colorful fish. They swam gracefully, their scales shimmering like jewels in the sunlight.
Max had never seen such bright orange and silver scales. Each fish seemed to be a living piece of art, moving in perfect harmony with the water.
And those ladybugs, they come in red, yellow, and even blue. They dotted the leaves like tiny, colorful jewels.
Max was amazed by all the wonders of the garden. Every step he took revealed a new marvel, a new piece of nature's puzzle. He had never imagined so much beauty and life in one place. The garden was a living, breathing tapestry of colors, sounds, and scents, a paradise waiting to be explored. As the sun began to set, the garden glowed with a warm light. Freddy led Max to a cozy corner.
Max, this is my friend Oliver. He knows everything about the garden.
Welcome, Max. It's a pleasure to meet a curious soul.
Max looked at Oliver with wide eyes. He had so many questions for the wise old owl.